Vice Chancellor, Deans, faculty, staff, and most importantly, students. I am extremely grateful to Amity University, Jaipur campus, Rajasthan, for this kindness, this generosity, and this affection. I can only say that I will continue to certainly work hard and hopefully smart in the remaining years of my life to deserve this affection. I have often said that the future of nations is determined solely by the quality of minds it produces. Without exception, any nation that has made good in economic prosperity and political eminence has always been led by high quality minds. The quality of minds of our nation in the future is by creating institutions that help our children, that help our youngsters discuss and debate ideas in an environment of openness, pluralism, data and facts, courtesy and dignity. And such an environment, I believe, will be conducive to enhancing our economic prosperity. While a section of India, of which you are all part of, has seen tremendous progress in the quality of life that we lead, there is a large part of India that has missed out on this opportunity, even though we have had liberalization efforts since 1991. Therefore, it is the responsibility of those of us who have benefited from this opportunity to further our life, to improve the quality of our lives, to demonstrate our commitment to make the lives of the less fortunate ones better. It is also important to remember that this nation was founded on the belief that democracy in India will ensure that the poorest child in the remotest part of India will not have concerns and worries of basic education, basic healthcare, basic shelter, and basic nutrition. That is a very daunting task. It's not something that can be done quickly. It cannot be done by one person, even though we do have a Prime Minister who is very committed, who is very dynamic, who is very energetic, who works very hard, and who exhorts people at every opportunity. But in order to ensure that his resolve, his determination to make this country a better place, we need a large number of high quality youngsters. That is extremely, I'm sorry, I know where this is from. This is from the Chief Minister's office, but this is not the time to take the call. So I have no disrespect, but it's just that I'm in the middle of speaking. I have switched it off. It was my mistake. That determination and that resolve will not see fruition unless the vast majority of youngsters get a decent education. What do I mean by decent education? It's not getting marks in the examination. It is not. I know it's an important message. Yeah. A decent education is all about using the formal knowledge that you learn in the classroom to understand the nature around you, understand the context around you, and at a later stage, using that education, that learning, to ensure that you solve the problems. I'll give you a very simple example. I do not miss any opportunity to go and address youngsters. And I was in a school last month, and I asked the children there why we have seasons, that is winter, autumn, spring, fall, all those. The children couldn't answer. So then I explained to them, I said these things happen because the axis of rotation of Earth is at 23.5 degrees. So that at some point of time, you're nearer the sun, and at certain other part of time, you're away from the sun. That's what creates these seasons. A week after that, I was in Japan, in Tokyo, and I asked the children there the same question. A girl stood up and she explained that these seasons happen because of the axis of rotation. Then I asked her, what would happen if you tilt the axis of rotation to 45 degrees instead of 23.5? And she smiled. She was just about 12 years. Said, sir, do you want Tokyo to be full of snow? Completely warm. The point is this, she had understood the concept well. She applied what she learned in the classroom to understand nature, and she could immediately understand that tilting the axis from 23 to 45 would make Tokyo even farther away from sun during winter, and it would lead to huge snow and very low temperatures. So the point I'm making here is, unless you can use that learning in the classroom to understand nature, to understand the world around you. And unless you use that knowledge to solve problems around you, to make life better for your people, education has no meaning. You will all realize that every invention, every facility that we use in this room, this is from the West. You name it. The tablet is from the West, computer is from the West, phone is from the West, light is from the West, the TV is from the West, fan is from the West. Whatever I see around me is all from the West. The modern conveniences, without exception, they are all from the West. Why is it that children who are born along with me, or slightly earlier, they went on to create these facilities? I mean, look at Steve Jobs. He created iPhone, he created Mac. Bill Gates created a wonderful operating system. They're all younger than me, but I have not been able to do that. Why is that? It is because in my class, my teachers did not allow me to think. My teachers did not give me an opportunity to question them. My teachers wanted me to learn everything by rote and answer the examination, get marks, and go away. But that's not education. So therefore, I was suggesting to your chancellor that because your own university, why don't you say that in every class, half an hour will be for monologue by the teacher, and the rest half an hour will be for questions by the students. In fact, I wanted to suggest to him first that the students should read the material at home in the halls of residence and come to the class prepared. And in the class, it will only be questions and answers. Ideally, that is the kind of education system that we should get to if we want to solve problems around us. If Amity University wants to become a worthwhile university. That's one aspect. The second aspect that you people have to keep in mind is being good citizens. Being good citizens is not the same as being good people. We are all very nice to our friends, our family, we take care of our family, all of that. But that's not sufficient. Being a good citizen means being law-abiding, being courteous, being decent to strangers who are your compatriots in the nation. It is about putting the interests of the nation first, ahead of your personal interest. It is about asking, will my action make this country a better place? To do that, the most important attribute that we all have to follow is discipline. If there is one country in the world which is extremely poor in discipline, it is India. There is no country in the world that I know of which is worse than India in discipline. If discipline is not there, nothing else will achieve. The other day I was invited to give a speech somewhere, a very important thing. And the function was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. They started it at 6:40, and I was supposed to speak for 15 minutes. And I went to the podium and I said, look, if you want to make economic progress, you need discipline. The first attribute of discipline is punctuality. We are 40 minutes late, therefore I will speak for 1 minute. I just spoke for 1 minute and closed now. The point I am saying is, discipline is the bedrock on which greatness is built. If you people cannot be disciplined in everything, then let me assure you, there is no future for India. Second, discipline translates to, in some way, honesty, integrity, hard work, commitment, high aspirations, etc. Now, in some way, I personally believe that it is not the faults of the youngsters who are sitting at the back. If this country is not disciplined, it is the fault of our generation. We have not led by example. Children are they watch us very carefully. Only when they see elders not doing what they ask the children to do, they realize that their words have no meaning. I don't know how many of you, I'll just tell you a small story and close it quickly. I believe there was a couple, husband and wife, and they had a child. And the boy's father was also there with the couple. And the daughter-in-law was very upset with the old man. So she was nagging the husband every day. Why don't you get rid of your father? Why don't you get rid? So finally one day the father said, okay, I will go and bury him alive. So next morning he was started out for the forest. So the child asked, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the forest. So the child said, I'm also coming. So they went, and then they went to the middle of the forest. The father started digging the grave, and then suddenly he found, and then the child asked, why is this? Why are you digging this hole? He said, oh, it is to basically bury my father. And after some time, he found the child was not there, and then when he went around, he saw the child was also digging a hole. So the father asked, why are you doing this? He said, I want to bury you. So the point I'm saying is, children will only do what you do. If you are disciplined, the children will also be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, there is no way they will become disciplined. Therefore, I think we have let down the country. Our generation has let down the country. Our politicians, our corporate leaders, our bureaucrats, every one of these people has let down the country. Therefore, my request to all the elders here is, at least from today, please be disciplined, please be honest, please show commitment, please show hard work. If you want those people sitting at the back to follow all those wonderful things and make this a great nation. I think I've taken enough time. I'm very, very grateful to you people for this kindness. I have no doubt at all that you people will, with your better determination, better commitment, and hopefully better discipline, you will create an India of which your children will be proud of. Thank you.